Hi, Stephanie. How are you? I have a little favor I need to ask you. Hey, Grace. It's been a while. I'm doing great. The graduation celebration is just around the corner. It'll be good to see you there. What's going on? Are you in some sort of trouble? No trouble, but I'm glad you brought up the graduation ceremony. What do you say if we change the time from 11 to, say, 9 o'clock at night? Wait, what? At nighttime? I think it's too late to do something like that right now. There's a lot of families attending the celebration and everyone will have to change their plans. I think it's best if we stick with the original schedule. Come on, do me a solid here. I'm sure the other families can make some arrangements and it will be fine. Just do me this one little favor, please. No. Sorry, Grace, I don't think I can do that. Why do you want to change the time in the first place? Wouldn't you? 11 o'clock in the day is so early. I think myself and the other families included would like to have a bit more time to sleep in. It is the weekend after all. True, we'd all like to get our beauty sleep in on the weekend. Then again, it's not like you're waking up when the sun rises. By the time it hits 11, the day has well and truly started. If it's that inconvenient for you, maybe you can go to bed a little bit earlier the night before? Yeah, about that. I don't think it's that simple. Why not? Tell me what's going on. Well, let's see. How should I put this? The truth is, I'll be going out for drinks the night before. I plan to have a long and wild night with my girls. You're going out at your age? Don't you think you're a bit old for that type of thing? Hey, youth isn't on the outside, it's what's on the inside. I'm still a hot, wild spirit. You should see all the young boys coming up to me during the night. Even at my age, I'm still the hottest girl in the club. Okay, I just had a sequence of really disturbing imagery. But looking past that, this is still really irresponsible, don't you think? I mean, we're celebrating the graduation of your kid. I think in this situation, you should be putting your child before yourself. Think about it. These kids only get this day once. You have plenty of days to go and enjoy yourself at the club. Come on, Stephanie. You know it's not like that. It's Friday, for Pete's sake. That's the one day of the week you want to go out and party. Be that as it may, there's still plenty of weekends for you to do that. Don't forget you're the organizer for this event. If you jeopardize the day and inconvenience the other families, I will lose a lot of respect for you. Just forget about going clubbing this Friday. You have something more important to do. Stephanie, you just don't get it, do you? The fact that the graduation ceremony is on Saturday is the reason why I can only go out clubbing on Friday. What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. I can't exactly go out clubbing when I've got the kids to look after, right? So I've got my husband there to look after them for me. Wait, you're making your husband look after the children so you can go out clubbing. Was he seriously okay with that? I didn't get the impression that he was that type of guy. Of course I didn't tell him I was going out clubbing. We'd be fighting for weeks if I even brought up the idea to him. Here's what I did, and I think you'll like it. I told him you and me are having a little meeting before the graduation celebration. He thinks we're going to meet the day before to discuss what's going to happen and make sure the preparations are in order. He didn't ask a single question to me about it. In a few seconds, I finally created a window for me to go out and chase some excitement. I didn't want to waste an opportunity like this, so I went out shopping for some fancy clothes. I managed to snag a hot item for the boys to perv at on Friday night. Oh my God! What am I hearing right now? You're lying to your own husband. That's the worst thing a wife can do. Oh, get over it, Stephanie. You know the other moms are doing this type of thing as well. What's so bad about me going out having some fun for a change? I do my job as a wife. I deserve a reward every now and then. Doesn't anyone care about how I feel? I hear where you're coming from, but this is going a bit too far, don't you think? What are you going to do when your husband finds out? Look, the only people that know about this thing is you and me. So as long as you keep your trap shut, he won't be hearing anything about it. Don't think I'll keep my mouth shut about it for long. You dragged me in as an accomplice. So what? We're friends, aren't we? I didn't think I needed your permission to do something like this. I thought you would have my back anyway. Fine. All right, I'll look past it just this once. But you have to promise me that you'll be there on Saturday. I don't want to see you stumbling in late. And I especially don't want to see you in the same attire you were wearing the night before. I want you to be clean and proper. Oh, calm down, madam. Of course I'll be the beautiful, clean mother that I always am. Good. That's what I want to hear. But you know what that means, right? Spending half an hour extra on doing my hair? No. It means you have to put a cap on the amount of excitement you have on Friday night. If you don't go to bed early enough, you'll definitely not be waking up at 11. Oh my God, what an absolute bore. Yes, fine. I'll do as you say. Good. I'm begging you, Grace. This is an important day. Don't disappoint everyone. All right, Gracie, come on. It's already 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Where the hell are you? Give a girl a break, Stephanie. Even you need your beauty sleep. What's the urgency for me to wake up anyway? Are you serious right now? You know what we have today, right? Huh? Sister, what are you talking about? Oh my God! You seriously are hopeless, aren't you? Your mental age is younger than our children. Hey, no need for the insults. Just what are you on about anyway? Come on. Remember our long chat yesterday? I did have a funny dream about you getting me up for some party the kids were having. Dream? Grace, you are killing me right now. Wait, are you telling me that was real? Jeez, the alcohol really has gotten to me. Okay, I'll stop teasing you. We have the graduation party today, right? We had the graduation party. The other mothers and I are having coffee at my place as the kids run around outside. We're all super disappointed you could do something this selfish. Especially since you were the one that organized this. If you didn't want to do something like this, why did you put your hand up in the first place? Look, if we're gonna have a party, you should leave it to the pro. I didn't want one of you dullards creating a dismal celebration for me to sulk around. Well, let's take a look at the party you organized. You left us stranded with a bunch of party items that we had no idea what you were planning to do with. We did the best that we could, but it was hardly the best send-off for our children. Did you even think of how your own child feels knowing his mother cares about some trivial night with hooligans instead of celebrating her beloved child? That little brat gets more than enough love from his mother. I've bought him all the toys and gadgets to keep him preoccupied and happy. Sadly, I don't think that type of motherly service is the emotional connection he is yearning for. Well, whatever. Look, it's one day, so surely he can look past it once. He's got a whole lifetime of me doing my job as a mother. Besides, you know what type of circumstance I was in. Last night was the only time I could do something like this. Oh, you mean because your husband took care of the kid for you? Exactly. You have no idea how much of a bore our home life is. The man works all day, doesn't send me one message, and when he gets home, he goes straight to the bath and sits in there all night. He's selfish and doesn't lift one finger to help me with the household or child. I'm not in a position to judge other people's household, but I think that's the trade-off you two make when you decided to marry. Plus, I know the type of work your husband is in. He's got quite a hectic schedule when he puts that suit on. I wouldn't blame him for taking the time to relax in a bath. Sounds like you're a little too chummy with my husband, Stephanie. Know your place and stay away from him. You talk about how bad I am for missing one day. You should be ashamed of yourself for enticing another woman's man. I've got no words to express how stupid you sound right now. By that logic, anyone that knows what type of work your husband is engaged in is automatically romantically interested in him? You can stop the gaslighting, Grace. I know you're trying to take the spotlight off yourself. I'm not trying to take the spotlight off me. I genuinely don't want you anywhere near my man. Well, if that's the case, I have bad news for you. Don't tell me. I can already put the pieces together. While I was out having a great time, you figured you could have a great time yourself. I bet you snuck into her house the moment I walked out the door. I hope you had the decency to wait till my kid went to bed. You're insane! What a baseless accusation. No, the sad news I want to tell you is that I am with your husband right now. He's here getting along with the other mothers. Huh? My honey is there. Why though? Well, think about it. If you weren't awake to take your own kid to his own graduation party, who would? From what your husband says, he tried multiple times to get you out of that bed. He woke you up a couple of times, but you didn't even have the energy to stand yourself up. Apparently you rolled off the bed, cursed to yourself, and then went straight back to snoring. Huh? So that's how I ended up on the floor. I haven't drunk to that extent in a long time. I must have had a hell of a night. With that amount of lethargy, as well as the time you've woken up, I'm guessing you pulled an all-nighter in the city? Your husband thought about putting you back into bed, but it seems this isn't the first time something like this has happened. He's quite fed up with the way you've been lately. Huh? What are you talking about? Admit it. This isn't the first time you've been in a drunken stupor, is it? Your husband and I talked at length today about your behavior. Oh my God. He's not getting suspicious, is he? He sure is, darling. There are countless mornings when no matter what he does, he can't get you to wake up. He says that he comes home to bottles of alcohol sprawled about the place and shattered wine glasses. He tries to talk to you about why the place is in the state it's in, but you're always passed out when he tries to talk to you. Even the small little pockets he has to talk to you is useless because he has his commitment to work. What has that selfish fool been telling you? Sure, I had a bit to drink every now and then, but that's only because of the neglect I get from my husband. If he gave me the care and attention I deserved, I wouldn't turn out this way. If he wants a home that he looks forward to coming back to, I need a husband that I look forward to seeing first. As I said, I'm not in a position to comment on another person's household, but from the looks of things, he's holding up his end of the bargain. Think about it. The beautiful house you get to slumber in was bought by your husband. The alcohol you get to abuse at night was financed by your husband. Even your little escapade yesterday was thanks to your husband. Can you really say that you're in a position to judge him? What are you getting at, Stephanie? Are you saying I should be grateful to him? He has the luxury of having a wife of this level of feminine exceptionality. That amount of financial prosperity is the least a man should provide for me. A woman needs more than money. She needs an emotional connection with her man. If she doesn't get that, she has to drown her emotional damage in drink. See things from my point of view, please. No matter what way you spin it, all I see is a woman who only cares for herself. Sure, I would have taken your sentimental story at base value and sympathized with you, but through my interactions with you, I can't really blame your husband. You prioritized yourself over your own child, and I can definitely see you prioritizing yourself over your husband. I'm sorry, Grace, but I've never met a woman with a character as low as yours. I can't believe the way you're talking to me right now, Stephanie. You're meant to be my friend. You're meant to have my back. I don't have the back of people who turn their backs on others. Just so you know, I told your husband about your little lie. He knows you went out last night. You did what? Why? Because he asked. You could have made up some excuse. Maybe even put me in a better light. Sorry, I don't have a character as low as yours. I'm not going to let evil get away with letting people down any longer. He knows what you've been getting up to now, and he's not happy. This is bad. I need to talk to you guys. I'm on my way to the party. No can do, Missy. I told you the party is already over. Everyone is thinking about going home now. Your husband was quite vague, but he said he's going to do the right thing when he gets home. If it means cutting ties with you, the other mothers and I have the same idea. What the hell? Having you guys leave me in the dust is one thing, but my husband too! You can't do this to me. I'll be alone. If you want people to care about you, you have to reciprocate that care as well, Grace. Hopefully this harsh lesson will teach you to treat others better. Let us know what happens when your husband gets home. Grace did her best to arrange the house as best as she could before her husband came home. Just as she had finished up scrubbing the puke she threw up in the bedroom the night before, she heard the lock click downstairs. Sure of herself that she sufficiently cleaned up the mess she created, she rushed downstairs to embrace her husband and tell him how much she loved him. To her dismay, she must have been puking all the way to the bedroom and trampled on the slimy mess left on the stairs. Her husband, not only disgusted by his wife's behavior, but also the pukey stains she left around the house, quickly shrugged her off and demanded a divorce. After a whole afternoon of cleaning and eventually packing her belongings, Grace was left outside that night to find a place for herself. I'm not sure what happened to her, but she'll have to be really stubborn to pull a stunt like that with the next guy.
Wait, you're telling me my son has been terminally diagnosed? What's going on? I'm really sorry for contacting you so late. I was a little hesitant to tell you this, but it wouldn't have been right to not let you know. This is all so sudden for me. Just how much longer does Kenny have left to live for? I talked with the nurse not too long ago. It seems like he has only a few months left. I can't believe this is happening. What should I do now? I need you to divorce my son as soon as possible. Huh? Wait, why are you telling me this? Don't misunderstand now. I'm telling you this for your own good. What do you mean? I'd rather you remember his life rather than his death. I understand what it means to lose a husband, and I don't want you to know that feeling. Are you telling me to just divorce him and forget about him? I just don't want your last meeting with him to leave you with any painful memories. I appreciate your consideration for me. However, I would prefer to stay married to him until the very end. Is that so? We've been married for 7 years now. We may have had some disagreements here and there, but in the end, I still love him with all my heart. So I want to be with him until the very end. Well, besides, I'm worried about you as well. You've already lost your husband. It must be horrible having to lose your son as well. You don't have to worry about me at all. I'll be fine. It must be difficult for you. This is your only child, after all. You've done a lot for us these past 7 years. I can't bear to think of cutting ties with you after all of that. Well, you've been a very good wife to my son. That much is clear to me. Whenever he spoke of you, he would always light up with joy. There are a lot of times where mother and daughters-in-law have a lot of issues with each other. I'm extremely thankful to have gotten along with you so well. If you want to do what's best for me, then you should divorce my son then. Why are you being so pushy with this? After Kenny passes away, I'll eventually have to have someone look after me. I'm so old that I can't take care of myself anymore. Please let me help you. No, I'll be fine. I'll go into a nursing institution. Please don't be so hesitant. I want to be helpful to you. So please let me lend you a hand. You sure don't like to listen to what other people have to say. I keep telling you to divorce my son already. Mary? What's going on? I'm sorry for snapping at you. The truth is, my son has a debt that needs to be taken care of. Huh? When he passes away, the debt will just be handed off to surviving family members the same way an inheritance would be. I don't want you to have to bear the burden of paying off such a thing. You're so kind to me. You're always looking out for me even though we aren't blood related. Do you understand what I'm talking about now? But that just means that you'll be carrying the debt all by yourself then. Kenny has been sending me some money every month. I've been saving it, so I should be okay for now. Oh, you got some money from Kenny. Oh, did you think it was a little strange of him to send me money despite having a loan to pay off? Oh, no, that's not what I was trying to imply. That child. He cared about me so much that he was willing to take out a loan to help me out. What a kind child he is. But on the other hand, that must have been quite troublesome for you. Oh no, don't think anything of it. Well, that's why I want you to live a carefree life for him. Won't you divorce him? There's no way I can do that after all of this. Huh? I love Kenny so much. I wish to keep his last name as well. I told you that you can't do that! Why would you go so far as to make us get divorced? You need to listen to what I tell you. I need some time to think about this. Is that all right with you? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Just make sure you decide soon. My name is Marianne. I'm 39 years old and married. My husband, Kenny, just recently was terminally diagnosed. To be honest, it still hasn't hit me yet. It just doesn't feel real at all. I can't even cry yet because I just can't believe it. I imagine this would come as an even greater shock to his mother, so I've been very worried about her sake. But for some reason, something seems off about her behavior. She understands the situation quite well. But isn't it strange to demand a divorce for us at a time like this? Moreover, I can't just abandon my mother-in-law. She has always been so kind to me throughout the years. So, I've decided to not go through with any divorce. However, it seems that the cracks are starting to show with my mother-in-law. It seems that I'm about to discover her true nature after all this time. You still haven't filed for divorce yet! I think I'm going to stay married to him after all. I decided to visit him in the hospital this morning, but after seeing his face, I just can't bring myself to divorce him. You blockhead! You really are a useless wife! Huh? You're so inconsiderate of my situation! It really pisses me off! What are you talking about? I won't hand over my son's inheritance! It all belongs to me! Inheritance? I thought he had a loan. I was obviously lying about that. He was sending me about $4,000 a month, but there's no way he would need to take out a loan for that. Are you feeling all right? You're acting completely different from how you usually are. I'm so tired of acting like a nice mother-in-law to you. It's completely exhausting. As long as I have the money, nothing else matters. In other words, the whole reason you want me to divorce Kenny is just so that you can receive his inheritance? I wanted to keep up the act until the end, so I came up with all kinds of excuses to get you to divorce him. But you're so thick-headed that you just couldn't take the hint. It's like I'm talking to a completely different person. I'll bet you're aiming for his inheritance as well, you shameless woman. You don't have a job, so you do anything to leech off Kenny. I don't think you're aware of this, but I actually am working a job. I'll bet it's just some low-wage part-time job you're working at. If that's what you want to think, I won't try to change your mind. On top of being shameless and ugly, you're also bratty and selfish. You really are the scum of the earth. I've been so nice to you for all these years. You should be rewarding me in some way. I trusted you so much up until this point. I had no idea this is how you were really like. I really hope this is all just a dream. I'm the one hoping this is all a dream. For Kenny to marry a woman like you is completely shameful. He is an embarrassment to my family as well. But he's your son. Is that really how you think of him? I've always wanted a little girl for the longest time. If I couldn't have a daughter, then I didn't need kids to begin with. How could you say such a thing? You should love your child no matter who they are. Don't push your values onto me. I thought you treasured him as your child. There's been times where I've considered just flat out dumping him somewhere, but after thinking about how I can turn him into a cash cow, I decided it wouldn't hurt to raise him after all. How could you even consider doing something like that? Is money the only thing you can see in your son? Yeah. And what's wrong with that? It takes a lot of money raising a kid until they grow up. It's only fair that they return the favor when they're able to. I've completely misjudged you. You're nothing like the kind-hearted person I always thought you were. But I did a good job raising him into a splendid man. Wouldn't you agree? After graduating college, he was able to get hired at a first-rate company and has been working his butt off till this day. I've decided to cut ties with you. Oh, really? I don't want to have anything to do with someone like you. I don't want to talk with someone who treats their own son like a disposable toy. You don't have to worry about a thing. You've already cut ties with me. Huh? I filed your papers for divorce. As of now, the two of you are no longer in a legal relationship. You can thank me later. How are you able to do something like that? I figured it would be pointless trying to convince you anymore, so I submitted the documents for you. But neither me nor Kenny have signed them. I was able to replicate both of your handwriting, so I took the liberty of signing them myself. The handwriting is so perfect that you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So there's no use crying forgery to me. You'll never be able to prosecute me for this. Huh. I had no idea you wanted the inheritance that badly. You really will go to any lengths just to get rich quick, huh? Of course I would. So how do you like them apples? Oh well, now I can breathe a sigh of relief. Huh? I thought I would have to cover Kenny's debt after he passed away. Just thinking about it was making me feel depressed, so I feel like a great weight is lifted off of my shoulders. It's so nice knowing that someone else would take the mantle for me. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Didn't I tell you already that there wasn't any debt? I made all of that up. But he really does have a debt that he needs to pay off. What are you talking about? Kenny made a huge blunder at work which costed him dearly. Due to that mistake, he owes a debt of over $800K. Didn't you know about it? Over $800,000! He tried to work independently from his company, but it turned out to be more than he bargained for. He overworked himself to the point where his body started to collapse. And it happened during a crucial moment which caused a business deal to go sour. In addition, he needed a lot of money for medical treatment. That doesn't make any sense! If he had a debt to pay off, then there's no way he would have been able to send me money every month. Oh, that's right. If I were to cut ties with you, then we could stop sending you that monthly $4K. I'll be able to start saving up plenty of money after this. What are you talking about? That $4K you were getting every month was coming from me. What? How is that even possible? Didn't you yourself say you were a housewife all this time? Kenny didn't want you to know about the fact that he injured himself so badly. He couldn't stand the thought of making you worry about him so much. So it was actually the opposite. I was the one out working while Kenny was the one staying in the house all this time. So if you've got a job, then how come you haven't paid off Kenny's debt yet? We've been paying it off little by little. At first, the debt was over $1,600K. You owed that much money! Just how big was this screw-up? My annual income is about $150K, so we haven't been able to completely pay it off yet. Hey! How can you be making over $150K? Just what kind of job are you working for? 5 years ago, we set up a company that handles Northern European furniture and general goods. And I started working as the CEO of that company. A woman CEO! That's not really something unusual to see these days, is it? Well, yeah, I suppose it isn't, but I never thought you would be in such a high-paying position. I've always treasured you as though you were my real mother, so I prioritize sending you money over paying back our debt. I wanted to protect Kenny's wish in not letting you know he injured himself at the time as well. I planned on telling you after he passed away. That monthly 4K you've been sending me has really been a lifesaver. I was planning on continuing to send you the money monthly while also paying off my debt at the same time. Is that true? But now, I'm putting an end to all of this. Wait, don't stop sending me the money. If you don't send me any money, then I can't afford to live. You'll be able to afford to live if you start working a job. I can't work at my age, though. I'm 65 years old. I'm frail and can barely move around. Not to mention my memory and eyesight aren't as good as it used to be. Don't use your age as a shield. My next-door neighbor runs a grocery store and she's an 85-year-old grandma. You're still 65 years old, so you're still capable of working. Well, I suppose, but I've never worked a day in my life before. I don't have any skills. I would only be a burden to those around me. You still have time to do it while you're young. Break a leg. I can't. It's not possible for me. If you leave the debt alone for too long, you'll start to accumulate interest on it and the price will go up even higher. Please keep that in mind for the future. Even if it didn't go any higher, I can't afford to pay off an 800K debt. Well, I can't really do anything about that. After all, I'm not legally married to Kenny anymore. Well, how about I just not pay it at all? I checked on the web and it seems that debts can become invalid after a certain amount of time, so I can just make it all disappear. If you don't pay it at all, then even if you were to get a job from now on, then your wage would just get foreclosed. That wouldn't really be good for your life either. Are you telling me I won't be able to enjoy the rest of my life? If you don't get your annual salary foreclosed, then you might be able to pay it off in 7 years if you work hard enough. Would I be able to eat frog gras on my annual income? What about caviar? Would I even be able to eat truffle? With your annual income, you would probably barely be able to scrape by with your debt. Could I get my 4K? Huh? When Kenny was giving me money, he would send me messages saying he would get some money earlier than usual from his annual income. I was wondering if I could also get that much money early. If you could receive that much money whenever you wanted, then the whole country would collapse. This sucks! It's your fault for sending me that 4K every month. If you didn't do that, I wouldn't have strived for such a lavish lifestyle. That's completely nonsensical. So keep giving me those monthly checks. I don't think so. Don't you feel bad for me at all? I'm completely helpless at my age. And I've done so much for you. Well, I'm grateful for everything you've done for me these past 7 years. I don't need a stepmother who doesn't love her own son. I'll take back everything I've said so far. You can keep the inheritance. I don't need any of it. Oh no. I should at least leave you with something so you can get a head start on paying off that debt. I'll keep quiet about everything you've told me to Kenny. After all, there are some things that are better left unknown to some people. Even if I'm taken off the family registry, I'll still be his wife until the very end. All you're doing is paying lip service to me! I don't need to pay any lip service to someone like you. I don't really like talking to you anymore. I'm going to spend the rest of my time staying with Kenny. Wait a minute. If you just meet with me, then we can talk this over. Maybe we can better understand each other. I understand you quite well enough. You've shown your true colors to me. Well then, goodbye. I should have just kept my mouth shut and pretended to be a good mother-in-law till the very end. After fighting with my mother-in-law, I spent the rest of my time staying by Kenny's side. I stayed in his room whenever the visiting hours were open. It seems that he never knew about his mother's true nature at all. honestly, I think that was for the best, so I made sure to keep quiet about it. We spent the rest of his time talking about all kinds of things. We talked about how we first met and our first date at the park for a picnic, as well as how it started suddenly raining heavily that day, leaving us both soaked to the core. We talked about all kinds of silly things that we enjoyed in our lives up until this point. Eventually, his consciousness started to drift, and it ended up just me talking to myself. I wonder if he could see how his mother is in heaven. How she spent her life chasing a lavish lifestyle only to end up poor, having to pay for the debt she inherited from him. I would hate for him to have his image of her be tainted. So I hope my beloved Kenny can only see me from heaven above.
Hey, sis! I heard Dad say he wants you to marry some random guy. Is it true?
What?
Don't deny it. Mom showed me a picture of him. His name's Noah, right? I hear his family's pretty well off, huh? His dad owns a big company, so I assume they must be. You're so lucky. You're marrying that rich guy. I'm so jealous.
Well, Dad and Noah's dad are trying to get me to marry him, but I haven't agreed to anything yet.
What? Why not? But Dad said he's cool with it.
Yeah, but it's like an arranged marriage. That's kinda weird, don't you think? I barely know the guy. And who has arranged marriages anymore? This all seems too creepy for me.
But he's rich and good looking.
So?
Dad said they're planning the wedding already. It's gonna be 3 months from now.
It's only 3 months away? He never told me that.
Well, what's the big deal? The sooner the better, right?
What are you talking about?
This guy's loaded. I bet he'll be taking over his dad's company soon. If you marry him, you'll be set for life. How can you say no to that?
I know that's what you would think. You only care about money. But I'm not you. When I get married, I want it to be for love.
You're too ugly to be that picky with your men. If anyone is willing to marry you, I think you should jump at the chance while you've got it. It's not like you have guys banging down your door to be with you. Your options are limited, and you should take what you can get.
Look, I know I'm not as pretty as you. I've heard that enough times in my life to know already. But if I don't love the guy, it would be stupid to spend the rest of my life with him.
I think this is the only chance you'll ever have to get married, so don't blow it.
I'm not like you, and it's not your decision to make.
But he's rich!
I can tell there's no changing your mind about this, so let's just stop talking about it. Goodbye.
Hey, don't go! You shouldn't be the one who's landing a rich, handsome guy like that. That's what I wanted to talk to you about in the first place. So, this conversation's not finished yet.
I gotta go. I'm meeting someone.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you yet. I know why you're acting like this. The truth is your little sister is beautiful and you're not. I know you're jealous of me. That's why you try to act like you're better than me. But you're not. Not in any way. Hey! Don't ignore me! Reply when I message you! Ugh, I'm gonna make you regret this! Megan! I've got something really important I want to tell you.
What?
You'll never guess what I'm doing now. Noah and I just got a hotel room for the night.
What? That Noah dad is trying to marry me off to?
Just kidding. That's not what we're doing right now. That's what we did 3 months ago. It was great.
3 months ago? Are you saying you did that right after Dad introduced him to me? Right after you messaged me?
Yep. I invited him out and he couldn't resist. We hit it off right away.
I see.
That's when he told me about the arranged marriage meeting thing you had. He said he knew you had a sister when he met you, but he said he had no idea she'd be as beautiful as me. When he saw me, he couldn't believe you were even related to me. He took one look at me, or maybe it was after that one night with me, and decided that he wanted to marry me instead of you.
Okay. And what did Mom and Dad have to say about that?
I don't know. We haven't told them yet.
You haven't told them yet? The wedding ceremony is the day after tomorrow. They still think I'm marrying this guy.
I kinda told them what happened. I just left out 99% of the details. I told them 3 months ago that I wanted to marry Noah instead of having you do it. But they were giving me all these reasons as to why they didn't want me to, and why that wouldn't help them. It wasn't making sense to me. I really don't know what their problem was with it.
Then, have you at least told Noah's parents?
Nope, not yet.
You haven't told anyone? So are you just planning on telling everyone at the wedding ceremony then? Do you think nobody is going to say anything when the bride comes out and she's not the person everyone came to see?
Noah said he has a friend that works at the wedding chapel. He said he'd get him to take care of everything. He'll make sure no one finds out until it's too late to stop it anyway. It's a small ceremony. Only family will be there. So whether it's you getting married or me, the guests will still be the same.
That's absurd. Even if the officiator goes along with the bride change, I can't imagine the guests. Whatever. This is crazy. I can't believe they didn't call off the wedding ceremony yet anyway. I told them how I felt about it.
Why would they have called it off?
Don't worry about it. I don't want to say.
Well, whatever. Before we talk more about that, I have another surprise for you. It's really important that I tell you. Otherwise, there might be 2 brides show up to the wedding. That'd be really awkward, wouldn't it?
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Wait! I almost forgot! I have so many things I want to tell you today. I keep forgetting. But I think I should tell you this next. Noah and I are technically already married. We had a private service. This one coming up is just for show. We couldn't wait to get married. So don't even bother trying to ruin the ceremony, because it won't change anything.
What? You're already married? And none of the parents on either side know yet.
What can I say? I didn't want anyone ruining my chance with him. So we did it secretly.
So, you guys are really…
Yep. We're husband and wife. But that's not even the surprise I wanted to tell you. What I really wanted to tell you is that I'm having Noah's baby. I'm pregnant.
You're what?
I went to the doctor's yesterday to be sure, and he told me the good news.
Married and pregnant? 3 months ago, you didn't even know he existed.
Who cares? I'm sure he's going to be taking over his dad's business, and that means I'll be the owner's wife. This is great. I'm going to have everything.
If you say so.
I'm sorry I stole your fiancé. I really am. But honestly, an ugly woman like you doesn't deserve all this anyway. It was a miracle you were even given the chance. But you never deserved it. And since you didn't deserve it, I made sure you didn't end up getting it. As far as I'm concerned, balance is restored. And you can go back to living your boring, ugly life. I'll tell you what. If you promise not to get in the way or cause any problems, I'll let you come to our wedding, okay? But I don't want you at the reception. You're too ugly to dance with anyone anyway.
Wow. You've given me a lot of information today. This is a lot for me to take in.
That's a reaction? I know you're jealous that I got to marry Noah and you didn't. You're just trying not to show it. But don't feel too bad. This is the way things were supposed to turn out.
Don't worry, I'm not upset. In fact, I'm grateful. You did me a huge favor.
Huh?
Now we can both be happy.
What? What do you mean? Oh, I see. You're just pretending to be happy. The fact that you're not even going to admit how devastated you are kind of makes me feel sorry for you. Loser. Megan, are you there? I bet you were up crying all last night because you knew you wouldn't be marrying Noah today, huh? I bet your eyes are all puffy today from it. Which means you look even uglier than normal, huh? Maybe you better not come to my wedding today after all. Your extra ugliness will just embarrass me. Oh, and thanks for the lovely wedding dress. You may be ugly, but you've got pretty good taste. This dress is gorgeous, and it fits me perfectly. I'm glad we're the same size. This dress must have cost a fortune. It's a brand name designer dress, isn't it? It makes me look even more beautiful than normal. This thing would have been wasted on you, though. Good thing I'm the one wearing it, huh?
I thought it sounded like I was getting a bunch of notifications. I shouldn't have been surprised it was you. I guess you'll be heading to the wedding chapel soon, huh? You've got a lot of things to get ready before the ceremony.
Finally! You replied! I thought you might be too jealous to reply to me anymore.
Nope. I'll probably stop talking to you soon, though, but it won't be out of jealousy.
What?
And I didn't plan on going to your wedding today anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's better for me. If you showed up, it'd just cause a bunch of problems.
But since I'm not going, could you give a message to our parents and Noah's parents for me?
A message? That sounds like extra work I don't need.
It'll be no problem. Just show them the messages I'm about to send you. Just hand them your phone. That's all. They can read them themselves.
Okay, I guess I could do that.
Thanks. These are the messages I want you to show them.
Okay. What are they?
Like I've told you a number of times already, I have no interest in marrying Noah.
Huh?
You knew I was already seeing someone before you even mentioned the stupid arranged marriage.
What? You're seeing someone?
I know the two families agreed to have me marry Noah even before I met him. And I know your decision was for your own benefit. I know you didn't care how this would have affected me or how it would have broken my heart. That's why I've decided to run away with the man I really love.
What?
It's too late to stop us, so don't even bother trying. I've already married him. I love him with all my heart. I hope one day you can understand why I did what I did. Goodbye.
Megan? What are you talking about?
That's it. That's everything I want you to tell them.
Hang on.
I'm sorry, but now that I've given you the messages, I think things are going to hit the fan really soon.
What? What things?
Sorry, I gotta go. I'm leaving with my husband.
Where are you going?
I'm not telling you. I don't want anyone finding us. We're running away together.
Running away?
Bye.
Megan, wait! You haven't explained things enough. I don't know what's going on. Megan! Don't go! Megan!
Oh, hi, Ava.
The wedding was terrible. Everyone was against it. They said if Noah didn't marry you, there'd be no point in having a wedding. What the hell does that mean?
Well, yeah. That has to do with Dad's company and Noah's dad's company. The thing is, neither business has been doing very well for a while now.
What?
It has to do with the patent that Noah's dad's company holds, and good engineers leaving his company because the ship is sinking. Noah's dad's company just wants me for my expertise in engineering. If the two companies work together, they'll both be able to develop new products that will easily double or triple their sales. That's pretty much what the whole issue is.
What? Patents? Your expertise? I don't understand what you're talking about.
If I married Noah, his parents think I'd have a stake in their company, seeing as I'd be related to them, and so they assume I'd work for them and help them develop their new products. And Noah's dad's company holds a patent that our dad wants to use in his products. And if I marry Noah, Noah's dad will agree to let our dad use their patent without charging them for it.
This is the first I've heard of any of this. And I'm not even sure I understand what you're saying right now. And I don't care about all this company talk, because I just heard that Noah isn't going to be taking over his dad's company.
Oh, really?
In fact, he doesn't even work at his dad's company. He told me he works for a moving company. He does manual labor.
Then who's going to be taking over the business when his dad retires?
Noah's older sister.
Oh, well, if it makes you feel any better, that'll only happen if the company stays afloat long enough for her to take over, huh?
I don't know. I didn't know any of this. You tricked me.
How could I trick you? I didn't do or say anything.
It's not just that. I heard about this guy you married. Dad said he makes twice as much as Noah does.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's got his own internet business he's been growing.
That means your man is better than mine. I want him.
Pardon me?
I want your man. He makes more money. Give him to me.
What?
You should marry Noah, just like you were supposed to.
But Ava…
No buts. I've decided. We're trading husbands.
Ava, aren't you pregnant with Noah's child?
Oh. Well…
And not just that. Aren't you moving in with Noah's family soon?
What?
I guess you never heard it from Noah's parents, seeing as you were trying to keep the wedding secret from them. But I'll be nice and fill you in. Noah still lives at home. And one of the stipulations of the arranged marriage was that his wife would move in with him at his parents' house.
Live with his parents? When he said I was moving in with him, I assumed he meant he was buying us a new house.
No, the family company isn't doing well. They don't have money for a new house. You'll be moving into Noah's parents' house. And let me tell you, Noah's mom seems like a real piece of work, too. Apparently, that's why his last wife left him.
What did you say? Noah's been divorced already? I'm his second wife?
Yeah. Apparently, nobody can stand his mom.
And you're saying I have to live with her now?
Well, I don't know what happened at the ceremony yesterday, but you said you technically are married to Noah now, so have fun with that.
Wait, Megan?
I've got to go. I'm off to cancel my cell phone contract.
Cancel it?
Yeah. My husband's internet business is really taking off, and most of it is handled overseas. He's moving over there to make sure things run smoothly and to grow the business even more. Since I'm going with him, I won't need a cell phone in the States anymore.
Wait, you're kidding!
I'm not kidding. And I can't wait. I have to get a ton of stuff done before we leave the country.
You can't go! You have to save me!
You chose your path. You seduced Noah so you could steal him from me. Now you've got him. You're married to him and you're pregnant with his kid. I can't help you with any of that.
Oh my God!
Like I said, I'm shutting off my phone today and I'm moving overseas. Goodbye forever.
Wait! I don't want you to go! This isn't fair!
I had to hear about what happened after that from one of my relatives. Apparently, my sister attempted to forge divorce papers and hand them in without her husband knowing, but she got caught. Luckily or unluckily, Noah found the papers before she could hand the forged documents in. Noah, being extremely loyal and honest, couldn't believe what Ava was trying to do, and he freaked out. This caused a chain reaction, and Noah's mom got furious too. Seeing as they were already living together when this happened, and Noah's mom already hated Ava for ruining their chance to get their company back on top, well, let's just say it wasn't an environment you'd ever want to step foot in, let alone live in. It wasn't long after that Noah's dad's company went bankrupt and was forced to close down. My dad's company had to follow suit only a few weeks later. Both families found themselves up to their necks in debt. Everyone blamed my sister for everything that happened. And they all told her she wasn't allowed to stay at home doing nothing all day. So they made her get out and get a job to help pay off their debts. Things didn't get better for her after she gave birth to Noah's child, seeing as babies are so expensive to raise. That, and Noah's family was upset that they were in debt and now they had yet another mouth to feed. They forced Ava to get a second job working evenings and weekends to help pay for the baby. Because of that, she rarely ever had a day off and was hardly ever at home. Maybe that was a good thing, because the less she was at home, the less she would have to put up with Noah's mother.
You know what? The biggest regret I've ever made in my life is being married to you. There's just nothing about you that appeals to me anymore. I wish you would just go away.
Those things you're saying. Are you drunk again? You aren't in downtown right now, are you?
Of course I am. It's pretty lively downtown today as well. I can't go anywhere without bumping into someone else.
I wish you would do something about that bad drinking habit of yours. You always get grouchy and say unpleasant things to me.
I drank a lot of beer, but what I just said comes from the heart. I despise you so much. You're such a pain.
That's so awful of you. I'm your wife, aren't I? We should be getting along with each other.
Do you think you could just live a rosy life when you married me? Being a wife is like being a servant. You live to serve me and nothing more.
That's not the case. A husband and wife should be equal in a marriage.
Men are smarter and better than women in every way. The fact that you can't understand that much is unbelievable.
You really are drunk right now. We should stop messaging for now. You should come back here so you can sober up.
Don't you order me around, you damn woman. I'll come back once I've had my fill for the night.
I can't believe you're being so nasty to me. I liked you because you were so nice to me. What happened to that?
You idiot. Of course I would be nice to you before we got married. How else would I get you to marry me?
Even then, I thought your consideration and warmth towards other people was genuine. Aren't you just saying all of this because you're drunk? Come on, please come back so you can sober up.
You're so pathetic. You don't understand anything about me.
What are you talking about? How can I not know anything about you after all the time we've been together?
Alcohol doesn't change people. It just brings out their true nature. This is how I've always thought about you.
I don't understand what you're thinking at all, Frank. Didn't you marry me because you liked me?
I married you because you were timid and the type to listen to whatever you're told. Moreover, your parents are filthy rich. I thought you suited my tastes perfectly. You're not thinking of divorce now, even after everything I've said so far, right?
I'm not going to just listen to everything that you say. I still like you. You just drank a little too much is all.
See? You don't understand anything at all. You've been completely brainwashed by me.
Is that so?
I thought you were perfect to be my slave, but you're extremely terrible at both cooking and cleaning. You can't even get me your parents' money, you useless woman. In addition, you're infertile, so you can't bear any children. I sure as hell picked the wrong woman to marry.
I myself didn't know I wasn't able to bear any children until after I got married to you. I'm really sorry about all of this. I really wish I could make it up to you somehow.
Well, then put some more effort into cooking and cleaning. Can you do that much at least?
I've been attending some cooking classes for you, and I've been studying hard.
If we had any money for you to attend any classes, then I should just hire a chef.
My parents are very wealthy, but I don't really have much myself.
That's why I wanted you to try to get your parents to give us some money. If they only did that, then I could just live and drink as much as I want without having to work a day in my life.
That would be tough to ask for, even if it was for you.
Ugh, you're even more useless than I thought. That's exactly why I said marrying you is the biggest mistake of my life.
Do you just think of me as your property? Do you not love me at all?
Do I have to spell it out for you to understand? Take the hint already. What else do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me you love me. That's all I need to hear from you right now.
A pampered woman like you honestly doesn't know anything about the real world.
What do you mean?
Think about it by yourself. Meanwhile, I'm going to go for thirds.
You're still walking around drunk?
Of course. TGIF. I'm so drunk that I can't even stand straight.
It's dangerous for you to walk around like that. I'm so lonely right now, so please come back home. I want to see you right now.
Shut it. I don't want to go back if you're gonna be there. I think I'm going to drink till morning. It'll be a great night to drink.
No way. I can't believe this.
Stop messaging me already. Just looking at your notifications brings my mood down. I'm going to go back to drinking my night away now.
Don't drink too much. Be careful of any cars nearby. My name is Susie. I am 32 years old. 2 years ago, I married a man named Frank. We met at a cafe when we both ran in to escape some sudden rain. His eyes would always light up when we talked about various things like our dreams of the future or how we would talk about solving environmental issues. I became attracted to him almost instantly. Before getting married, he would always look after me whenever I got sick. Whenever we walked on the sidewalk, he would be the one to make sure to walk by the roadside. He was such a wonderful person that he would always be considerate of me. However, as you can see by our text messages, things didn't go so well after we got married. He would frequently come back home completely wasted on alcohol. During those days, he would always verbally abuse me. It was all because of the alcohol. That's what I decided to think. I thought that if I ever accepted that as his true self, then my heart would break in a million pieces. I wanted him to tell me that he loved me. But I soon learned that that blind love was impossible for me to maintain.
I got an announcement to make today. I just got pregnant from your rich husband.
Molly, what are you talking about all of a sudden?
I suppose it can't be helped. You must be shocked to find out that your husband was having an affair with your old friend.
Frank was having an affair with you? But how do you even know each other?
Well, the thing is that I've been working at the same company as Frank, and we hit it off pretty quickly.
I had no idea.
I also had no idea that someone as cool as him was married to someone like you. It's a small world after all. So, sorry, I stole your husband.
So he really meant it when he said he doesn't love me.
You know what he said to me? He told me that being married to you was the biggest mistake of his life.
I know. He said that directly to me.
Well then, did you know this too? He wanted my child so bad that he pleaded with me to keep it.
Are you kidding me? Why would he go so far as to say that?
It's because he loves me so much, of course.
I always believed in him until now.
I'm currently 5 months pregnant and I've entered my stable stage, so I thought I would let you know.
You were together for that long? I had no idea this was all happening behind my back.
Well, you are dense, so it doesn't surprise me that you never caught on. Hey now, I was thinking about a name for my son. I was thinking about naming him Mike. What do you think about that? Isn't it a fantastic name?
I think it's a fine name. It fits you.
Right? I'm so looking forward to our future together. I've never been so happy.
I see. That's good to hear, I guess.
I also decided to quit my job. What do you think of that? Hey, you're not responding to me. Are you crying over there?
I don't have a single tear at all. When I think about it, I feel pretty refreshed.
You don't have to put on airs. Come on, cry like the good old days. Wah, wah.
Molly, it looks like you still hate me even after all this time since elementary school. I didn't think you would take my husband, too.
I've always hated you from the start. You always pretended like you were better than everyone else with your fake smile and prissy voice. It always pissed me off.
What? I wasn't pretending to do anything. I tried to treat others the way I wanted to be treated.
Uh-huh. Sure you did. You always looked like you were looking down on everyone around you.
Okay.
You were always so full of yourself for having rich parents. But now all your money belongs to Frank, right?
Huh? What of it?
All of that money will belong to me when I marry him. How lucky for me. Me, him, and Mike will all be able to live happily together. All three of us. I'm so excited for the future.
The three of you?
That's right. So that's why you should divorce him right now. After all, you're infertile, so he has no use for you anymore. You can't cook or clean either. What good are you to any man out there?
That's right, I can't have children and I'm not that great around the house. I'm going right now to send him my final farewell.
It's so helpful to me that you're so understanding of your situation. As expected for someone like you. You'll do anything you're told to.
What are you talking about?
That's what Frank told me. He said that you're someone who just blindly does what you're told.
Oh, well, it seems that I was a bit mistaken.
Why are you getting so lost in thought about it?
I'm going through the process right now, so you'll need to wait a little bit.
What, for the divorce? I'll leave it all to you then. See you later. Did you send the divorce papers? You haven't replied in like 12 hours. What have you been doing all this time? I haven't heard at all from Frank either yesterday. Have you two been fighting over something?
I just finished it.
You finalized the divorce? Nice! That makes me so happy. Now I can get married to him.
It wasn't really a divorce, but I did give him my farewells.
What are you talking about? You're being pretty overdramatic for a divorce.
There's nothing overdramatic about it. My husband died yesterday, so I had to see his body and meet with his family.
Huh? Wait, what did you just say?
He was in a traffic accident. More specifically, he was hit by a car.
Are you joking?
He was drinking through the whole night. It seems he ran after something into the street, but nobody saw what he was chasing. A truck hit him head on. He died on the spot.
There's no way that happened. This can't be real. I refuse to accept this. You're lying about this.
I also couldn't believe it when I first heard it. I didn't think it was real. But then I saw the body and it all came crashing down on me.
But you said we would live together with our baby. That we would move out and have a big house. We had all sorts of things that we wanted to do in life.
And that's what you thought. But I'm sorry. This is the truth of what's happened.
This has to be some kind of mistake, right? Oh, I get it. You wanted to get revenge on me, so you've resorted to lying. I mean, you don't seem sad at all about this. What kind of wife wouldn't get distraught over the death of her husband?
Well, I don't really have an ounce of sadness left in me.
Why is that?
It really is a shame when someone passes away. But in reality, you can't just get sad every time a stranger passes away, right? And Frank is a complete stranger to me now.
Huh?
The kind-hearted Frank that I married was just a dream. In reality, I married an alcoholic who betrayed his wife and impregnated his mistress. I don't have any kind of love for someone like that.
But I do love him! I just lost the love of my life!
I don't care about any of that. It doesn't matter to me anymore. If you want, you can mourn for the both of us.
Frank isn't picking up his phone. I just want to hear his voice.
I just told you I gave him my final farewell. We will never hear from him again.
Did you already cremate him?
The cremation will be tomorrow morning. Right now, he is being preserved in a coffin.
So then what process were you talking about not too long ago?
The funeral is being planned to happen tonight. I'm supposed to pitch him for the funeral, and I was going to give the eulogy. But there's no way I could eulogize someone I don't know. I explained the situation to my mother-in-law.
So you're not going to have a funeral? What is up with that?
It seems that there will be, but I'm going to have no part in it. My mother-in-law said that was fine with her. Due to recent events, of course.
If he really is gone, then I'll go to his funeral. I'll let her know that I'm carrying her grandchild. We can raise him together.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Why not?
It seems she hates you quite a bit.
His mother? Did you tell her I did something?
Frank may not have really loved me, but his mother took very good care of me. It was only for 2 years, but she was very nice to me. She told me that she wouldn't forgive any woman who could make her daughter cry. So it probably wouldn't be good for you to talk to her.
There's no way. But I'm carrying Frank's child. It's her grandchild.
In that case, you should talk to my mother-in-law face-to-face. Maybe you can patch things up with her. I'll send a message to the funeral beforehand.
All right, I'll leave it to you then.
And don't be expecting any of Frank's money. I'm not letting you have a dime.
What? That's not fair.
You're so obvious. I'm his widow. You're not.
I'm pregnant. What am I supposed to do? He said he was going to divorce you and marry me. That would have been my money.
Maybe. We'll never know what would have happened if he hadn't been hit by that truck.
I told you that I resigned from my company. I don't have any money. I thought Frank would pass your money on to me, so I've been spending my money lately left and right. Baby stuff costs a lot of money.
It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. You should go register as a single mother and get some government support.
No way! I imagined that a rosy life would be waiting for me. It wasn't supposed to be this way.
Well, it might be great that you didn't marry Frank. You could even consider it a blessing in disguise.
Huh? What are you even talking about? Are you actually still jealous that I took your husband? Now that he's gone, you've gone straight to tormenting me because you can't lash out at him. You're so disgusting.
I'm just saying that you wouldn't be happy living with him, since you would just be treated like a slave to him.
No way! Unlike you, he actually loved me. Don't say something so ridiculous like that. He would treat me like a princess.
That may be the case. You do have things that he wanted that I lacked. I suppose we'll never know. In either case, it doesn't matter anymore. He is gone, so there's no use thinking about what would have happened.
My parents vanished without a trace, so the only person I can rely on is his mother.
I see. That's quite a shame. Well then, good luck with your baby. I wish you the best for your life.
Hey, wait a minute now. I can't take everything that's happening to me. This is all too much. Look, I'll apologize to you right now. I'm sorry for everything that's happened until now, so do you think you could give me some money for child support? You know, in memory of Frank?
I'm afraid that isn't possible.
What do you mean? Haven't you done whatever you were told up until now? So why start talking back to me now of all times?
Even I have my limits. After everything that's happened to me, I can't just let it slide like this. These are the consequences of your affair. I'm not dealing with it, and I don't owe you anything.
Well then, when my baby is born, I'll give him to you. Didn't you always want a child? Now you can have one. His dad is your husband, right? So that means he belongs to you.
Don't screw around with me. Carry out your duty as a mother and love your own child. I can't believe you would even consider giving up your own child to get out of your debts.
How can I love my child in a situation like this?
It seems Molly went to the funeral to talk with my mother-in-law, but was driven out by her instead. It doesn't really make me happy, but I feel it is a fitting punishment for someone who tries to deceive and destroy others. The person wronged most in this situation was that baby, so I do hope the best for his sake. I don't want to be involved directly, but I did gather every piece of evidence I could find about aid for single mothers in the area and sent it to her. I imagine it will be quite difficult even after the child is born, but maybe being a mother will force her to learn to be a decent human being. As for me, I took some bereavement leave to travel in Europe for a month. I feel like I'm back to being my own self, with a healthy amount of self-respect. To be honest, I met several men that were interested in me, but I didn't feel like pursuing anything with anyone. It was nice just connecting with people and talking as equals, though. When I got back home, I decided to just resume my life as normal. But being single, I realized I had plenty of time to do what I wanted, and I started taking Spanish guitar lessons on a whim. My teacher and I really hit it off, and we've become pretty close. We eat together once a week after our lesson. I don't think I want to start going out with him right away, but little by little, I'm starting to want to get back on my feet. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.